Hello, my friend.
I thought you were my friend.
Of course I'm your friend.
In fact, I was actually coming to your house. Thank God I've seen you here.
This one, your face is looking like this. I hope there's no problem.
I didn't like the way you spoke the other day at the palace. I never expected to hear it from you, knowing how close we are.
I didn't mean any harm. I was only trying to warn anybody that is taking in that direction to have a rethink.
Ikemba, you are the only person who knew that my son wants to marry a lady from Abuke.
But you never can tell. It's just a warning.
You didn't know that since that day I have never been myself. Huh?
I didn't mention your name. Did I mention it?
Do you need to mention my name? Don't you know that if you speak the parable of a tiny basket, people who are tiny will begin to wonder if you are referring to them?
Oh no, I'm very sorry. If that is the way you saw it, I didn't say that. You know you are my very, very, very good friend. I can't do anything to hurt your feelings. Since you say you are your friend, let's go.
No, I'm not going back. Let me go back to my house. Because I have a lot on my head.
Are you standing?
No, I'm not with you.
Exactly what happened, and as I was trying to know maybe if you go and visit them.
What is it?
Mr. Man, I want you to tell me right now why you have refused to let me get married.
Is something wrong in your head? How can you address your father, the Igwe, as Mr. Man?
Well, he is your husband, and you're living with him under his roof happily. Can someone please, anybody, tell me why it is that I cannot get married to the man of my choice?
The only choice you have in this matter is to find a man other than this one.
Very well then. I'll pick another. I choose you, Daddy. I will stay here and be his
This is a royal house. Mind the way you speak before you get yourself into trouble.
You talk royalty? Where is it then? Because I don't see it. I mean, how can this be a royal house when the custodian of the law, the custodian of the culture of the land, has failed to realize that his only daughter is old enough to get married, but oh no, she is very much unmarried and living under the roof of the king, her father.
My daughter.
Shush! Don't say it. I'm not your daughter. You have certainly failed in your duties as a mother. You, as Lolo, could not even get the king to tell us why it is I can't get married to the man of my dreams. And you call me your daughter. Shush.
Now listen, this is not the way to discuss.
I give you 3 days. 3 days to get reasonable. Or
I said this is not
3 days, Your Highness. 3 days.
if there is any reason you don't want the file, throw it to her so that we discuss about it.
I do not wish to discuss this issue. Leave me for now.
It's either you choose among two things. Marry that girl and die, or forget her and stay alive. Okay. Let it not be that this girl has given this boy no portion. What are you going to?
I have made my conclusion.
Which is?
You gave me two options, and I'm choosing none of them. I am leaving this village this minute.
Where are you going to?
I'm going to get lost. And I will never be found till eternity. In fact, I'm going.
It is better you are missing, because one day you will be found. They're marrying that girl. Oh, how? That's final.
No, where is my son going?
Mama, don't chase him.
Son,
don't mind him. He is not dying again. He's just going to get missing. One day we'll find him.
Come and call him back home.
Most of it. If I can't make it,
what is the meaning of this? That thing that just happened at the palace. You are asking me to ask who? Eh? Were we all not there when she just walked into the meeting dressed like a cabinet member?
Hey! That is abomination.
I'm sure something must be wrong somewhere. Something. Reason for that?
I think so. You know what? Until the mystery of this whole thing is unraveled, I will remain at home. Oh yes, I am going home now. Again, let's go.
You can go. I'll wait for Onowu to come, so we'll go together.
So, you want to stay here and see more of the abomination?
I'll wait for Onowu.
Okay, I'm going.
Good night, eh?
I'm going. Bye-bye.
Adeza, what was that show in front of my cabinet members all about?
Am I not part of your council members?
Will you stop that rubbish?
Rubbish? How can it be rubbish, Daddy? I mean, it is you who has decided to render me useless in life. You it is that has refused to allow me marry the love of my life. You, Daddy. I'm guessing you're doing all this because you think I'm a man. And so on that note, I decided to play the role of a man by joining your cabinet members.
I think you're going insane.
Not yet, Daddy. But soon we'll know who he is.
Ogini me.
I've killed her.
Who killed your mother?
We are working on a farmland. The farmer walked to us. I asked my mother to leave the farmland.
Yes.
But before she could utter a word, one of them stabbed her. They stabbed her.
Where are they from?
They say they are from Aguke. Nemo.
Benitele.
Nemo.
I knew it. I knew it. Igwembume. You and your people are still at it. You're still sending the war message. Fight is still on.
Okay? Okay. How? Seriously, boy. This man. Before my eyes yesterday, the daughter of late Wazico ran into Igbo's palace, crying and complaining that somebody from a village came and killed her mother. That poor widow, everyone knows that since the demise of her husband, she has been doing labor work just to feed herself and her little girl. But wait, it looks like these people do not just want peace at all. And today just come into the village to just kill everybody they see. The one was just working in the farmland. From the information I gathered, the farmland belonged to someone from a village. And she was just contracted for harvesting of the crops.
Yeah, but did she not know that the farmland is not hers? And that the person who she was looking for is not an indigenous of her community?
I don't think I should blame the poor woman. We're just looking for a way to have her daily bread.
The way it looks, I can see that these people do not just want peace at all. They don't want peace.
The only thing we should do is to start avoiding them. Yes. I've not heard they've killed anyone unless the person came to that place. They can't just come to this Okoli here and start killing people. I just avoid them.
Oh, Bina, stop saying this. Avoid them for what? For how long?
Till eternity. They will soon get tired.
Please meet him. Let's get this whole thing resolved and let it just end.
Stop! Send a message and beg for reconciliation. The Igbo Oduma, I know, will not do such a thing. I know that.
So, what?
Honestly, I don't know for
Well, I think you should run away from this village. That's the only option. Let's run away.
All is well, Papa. I have a question. And I know you're the only one that has an answer to this, my question. You are our Igwe's right-hand man.
You are correct.
And I know that whatever he knows, you also know too.
That is correct. But to an extent.
Papa, why is our Igwe not allowing Ifeanyi to marry Daisy? Why?
My daughter, I have asked him the same question over and over, but each time he refuses to talk to me.
Papa, don't you think they might have secrets together? Because I don't see the reason why you will not allow that fine young man to get married to Daisy. It's not that he doesn't have money. Eh? I am suspecting that Ifeanyi might be our Igwe's son.
Shut up!
Maybe he had him outside before he got married.
Shut up, Ukiru. Before you land yourself into a very serious trouble.
Think about this. If not, tell me, the man is rich, he's tall, he's handsome.
I said shut up, Ukiru. Shut up.
Who wouldn't want such man for an in-law? Anyway, if you still do not want to think about it, it's fine. But I've told you what I think. It is the truth.
Shh. I said go inside if you don't have anything to tell me.
Don't know what. Anyway, no problem.
Listen around for something that does not concern you.
How far have you gone with your father, the Igwe?
Still adamant. But on the flip side, if he refuses to agree, I'll agree on his behalf.
I don't think it's possible. I think he has a very strong reason.
Girlfriend, no reason is strong enough to justify him declining that I marry whom I want to marry. But check this out. I can stay here, you know. I'll stay here, bear children for him as his second wife.
It has not gotten to that. It hasn't. Ada, you know you're my friend. Ever since all this has been happening, it's been battling with me in my mind. Yeah? Igwe, your father, has been eager to marry you out to all those suitors that came asking for your hand in marriage, right?
Yes. Yes, he pretty much was eager. And so I find it surprising that he suddenly changed.
This same Igwe has refused you getting married to Ifeanyi. What does that tell you? There is something behind it. And only your father knows. Your mother does not know. My father, Onowu, his right-hand man, does not know. You don't know. I'm very sure Ifeanyi does not know. So, who knows? Is that not telling you something? Eh?
Something like what?
Nike, you sent for me.
No.
I did. Sit down.
Adese, what is it again?
Well, Mom, finally, I now know the reason Dad has refused to allow me marry Faani.
The reason? What reason?
Ifeanyi is my brother from another man.
What? What? Adese, what are you saying?
Deny it. Go ahead. Deny it. You had Ifeanyi from a different woman. And all these years you have successfully kept it a secret from everybody. Entire villagers and my mother.
What? Your Highness, how can you do a thing like this? What? What did I do wrong? Why?
Are you by any chance listening to this?
I don't believe her because I know you are a liar and a cheat! How could you? How could you? I know I don't have a male child that will take over from you. But you should have communicated this with me. You are evil! How could you do such an abominable thing and hide it from me? What did I do? Stop it! Don't dare! Don't you dare touch her! Because you will have me to contend with. Don't dare touch her. You are wicked. You are wicked! So wicked! How could you? How could you? Bunch of evil! That's who you are! Evil!
You know what they say. The truth is always bitter.
So, all these years, I am actually living with a stranger, thinking I have a husband.
Why do we fight each other?
It's just a dream. Where did you get this from? Oh, you are lying.
You might want to sit down now, because there's a lot more.
Lost! I am lost! Why?
Why what?
Why didn't you tell me that if I is your son? You decided to hide it from me.
So you believe all those lies by her death?
Yes, I believe her. Because there is every indication that she's speaking the truth. Besides, why didn't you prove her wrong when she was dead?
Allow me to go to bed. I'm tired.
You cannot be tired because you've not answered my question. Anyway, that is by the way. So tell me, what of her mother? Where is she now?
Whose mother?
Faani's mother.
Do not allow Adeze's lies weigh you down. I have lived with you in this palace for over 20 years. And I've never discussed anything about any son born anywhere by any woman.
You've never discussed anything about it because you choose to keep it away from me. What do you think you're doing?
If you're tired of sitting, you either lie down or you go to another room. This is not the only room here.
Egbo, these men here want to see you.
Egbo, very long. Very long.
Sit down.
Thank you, Egbo. We would have loved to, but we don't have time to sit.
Who are you and where are you coming from?
We are from Okoli village. Our Egbo, the only one for Okoli Kingdom, sent us to you.
Go on. Be brief.
He has asked us to inform you that he is aware of the plans we are having about his son, Prince Faani. He has also asked us to tell you that the voodoo which you have used on his son and your daughter will not stand. And you should at this point untie them. Failure to do so, he
is out of this place. Before I wreak my anger on you. Hey! Tell your Igwe that I'm waiting for him. Now get out.
Why do we fight each other when we should be living together. War is not.
Baby, there is a trouble. Big problem.
Okay.
My father has also refused me to marry you.
Is this a joke? If it is, stop it, because I'm not loving it.
I'm not joking. I'm 100% serious. Yes.
What did he say is his reason?
He didn't tell me. He has even sent some spies to monitor my movements whenever I'm driving out. What is even wrong with this old man? Damn. But maybe, see, I would advise we go home, sit down, and think of a solution.
Let the fighting cease. We need peace in our hearts.
Why would he lock us out? Didn't he remember that today is our meeting? Maybe he's tired of us coming here. Who knows? Tired of us how? What have we done wrong?
He is tired of seeing us. He should be bold enough to let us know instead of embarrassing us.
Okwe?
Just imagine keeping us in the sun.
What are you people doing outside? Why are you staying outside? The palace is there.
What is the problem? Tell us. Yes, if there is anything at least, let us know.
Guards! I know that you're mad. So this fire is still raging. So Daisy is still igniting this fire.
Daisy again? Oh, so she is tired of joining us in the meeting. Now she has locked us out. Imagine.
I said it.
Just imagine. Very terrible.
When a goat laughs upon hearing that the lion is around, one needs to find out which kind of grass it has been eating. Yeah, I've said mine.
Certainly must be a step. Oh.
I'm suggesting that you should avoid that palace for now. Till this roaming war passes by. I don't want to lose you, please.
Nothing will happen to me or any member of the cabinet. It's between him and his family.
The Egbo has finally brought back his son. Because that is the only issue that will bring war among them.
Which son?
Ifeanyi, of course.
And who told you that Ifeanyi is his son?
Now, are you no more in this village? That is the rumor going round. They said he is his son. That is why he refuses the marriage between Adeze and Ifeanyi.
I have seen you joined and the wagon of Romans. Let this be the last time I will ever hear such a story coming out from your mouth.
Then why did Igwe refuses the marriage between Adeze and Ifeanyi? Why?
It is possible that Igwe is serving the daughter or a better suitor. Maybe from our village. Because with the look of this, the man does not want anybody from a strange land to marry the daughter.
Papa, if you ask me, I think if I should go and look for another girl to marry. You should.
Cabinet members out of the palace yesterday.
And I would do worse if my father does not give in to my needs.
No. That is bad. I'm not in support of that. You don't have to do that. Listen, no matter what your father is doing to us, you don't have any right to disrespect them. You are embarrassing us. Moreover, people will start calling you names.
People?
Yes.
What people? Do those people know what I'm going through? Do they? I guess not. It's what it is. Till my father gives me good enough reasons as to why I shouldn't be your wife, I will not sheathe my sword.
Listen to me. You have to stop all these stubborn characters in your home. Yes. Listen, let us handle this matter like wise people. Yes.
Sweetheart, you complain that your father is saying the same thing as my father.
Exactly.
Go home and relate with your father however you please. Then leave me. Leave me, Adeze, to handle my father the way he will understand better.
My daughter, I called you this night to talk to you about one important thing.
I'm listening.
I want you to get married to Ifeanyi.
Mama, what Ifeanyi are you talking about?
This is not called for shouting. Since Adeze's family are refusing her from marrying Ifeanyi, you should take over so that peace will reign.
Mama, what are you saying? What are you saying? Seriously, I least expected this from you. You know very well that Adeze is my best friend. How do you want her to feel when she gets to find out that I have taken over her fiance? God forbid, Mama. I can't do that. I cannot do so. I cannot betray my friend.
My daughter, you are not getting any younger. Your mother cannot deceive you.
Papa. Hey, so you are part of this?
Do you think I am happy seeing you ruin this village with these two things on your chest without any man pricing it?
What my people? Hey.
My daughter, what your father is saying is the right thing. Your brother Chid is nowhere to be found. You are the only one we have now. Please, your father and I want to see our grandchildren.
Mama, Papa, seriously, I have nothing to say. But the only thing I have to tell you now is that I am highly disappointed. Very disappointed.
She is pretending as if Ifeanyi proposes, she will not jump into it.
Now you pushed me into this. Let this not bring confusion into our home.
It will not. All women are the same. Don't you know that Ifeanyi lives in the United States? She drives a big jeep and he is the dream of every woman. Every woman desires a man like Ifeanyi.
It is not bring problem into our home.
It will not bring any problem.
Now, what's the meaning of this?
I'm supposed to be asking you that, Igwe.
I hope you've not gone mad.
Mad? I'll show you madness in a bit. In fact, madness will become nothing but an understatement if you do not tell me right here, right now, the secret it is that you have with Ifeanyi.
Your Majesty, please, I beg you, tell her the secret that you are keeping.
Will you shut up? Instead of standing there to blab.
Your Majesty, there is nothing like blabbing here. Because you are destroying your home with your own bare hands. Why not tell her the secret? Or you want to die with it?
You know what? I don't want to know any bloody secret no more. As far as I'm concerned, I will marry Ifeanyi whether you like it or not. What am I talking about? You know what? I just got off a discussion with Ifeanyi. And he told me that there is something you're not telling me. You might want to start talking with that.
You mean you still see Ifeanyi?
What sort of dumbass question is that?
I am in serious trouble. How did Ikemba know what was going on in my family? Did Ifeanyi reveal to Adeze the village he came from? Or did Ikemba know that Ifeanyi is from Akuke? I will do all it takes to stop that marriage. Adeze must not see that young man again. Otherwise, I'm doomed. There is trouble. There is trouble. I have laid a cutlass on a tree that will fall on me when cut down.
Just did it!
My husband? Did what? What are you saying? Oh, please, let's go inside. We'll talk about it.
Why is your husband wicked? Why is he so damn wicked? Tell me why! He just touched the lion by its tail. And you know what to expect!
Adese! Wait a minute! Wait! I will build it so everyone with places! I will give you war! See you will see the last of me today! Where is Ifeanyi? Hey, I'm ready. Please calm down! Don't make it a mess! I will make sure I send this down! Everyone in the air will be responsible!
He said he did not kill him. Yes, that's what he said. He didn't kill him.
Don't mind him! If you did not kill him, where is he? Where did you keep him? Bring him now! I want to see Ifeanyi this minute! Right now! Old man, bring him out now!
Please. Majesty, you are making things worse in this palace. What is it?
What is it that you cannot share with your family? Or let it go? I never knew you to be this hard-hardened. Oh, kidding! Eh?
You think I'm kidding? He's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. I'm just going to kill myself!
That's my ears! If you want to wait, listen.
Rushing to the palace. I heard that my girlfriend that is behaving abnormal, so I want to go and see. I don't understand. Mama, what don't you understand? Eh? I heard that she started behaving abnormal after the mysterious disappearance of Faani. Are you a psychiatric doctor that treats mad people? Or are you a policeman that investigates missing people? What are you talking about? Have you suddenly forgotten that Adele is my best friend? Kiru, come back here and help me in some work. Mama, please, I am very sorry. I have to disobey you for the very first time. I need to go and see her. Kiru, come back here!
Say something! Come on!
Faani is not dead.
Then where is he? Are you the one keeping him?
Yes.
Hey.
I don't understand it. Why? Why? Why do you have someone else's son? Why? What's the plan? You plan to use him for ritual sacrifice?
Adese.
What? What do you mean by Adese? You know this man! This man is capable of anything you can ever think of evil. Not when you lie a lot. You lie and do nothing but lie. The lies in your mouth can kill millions of fishes in the ocean. And you know him!
He is still my husband. Stop calling him names.
Jesus, please.
Your Majesty, the more this lingers, the more you create war amongst us, which is bad. You have to do something. At least release him. Release that young man.
I put Faani away to enable Adese find another man and marry.
Your Majesty, that is kidnapping. How can you do a thing like... I never knew you like this. How can you kidnap him? Oh my God. This is serious.
Wait a minute. Kidnapping? You kidnapped him. This man is the kidnapper. Why is he a kidnapper? You kidnapped him? Be fine. I'll tell the police. And the police will hear this.
Which direction did she run off to? Where?
Outside the gate? Why didn't you stop her?
Hey.
Adese?
They have taken Adese away. They bundled her into the car and took her away. Please, we have to do something, please.
This young girl talking about bundled where?
I said they took her away. Some people, I don't know them. That's why I'm here. Now let's do something.
Your Highness, I know you. I know you too well. Where is my daughter? Where is Adese? I know you never want her around you, but I still want her. She is my daughter. I want her around me. Where is Adese? Where is my daughter?
You're getting me confused.
Where is my princess?
Your Highness. And she was running towards the poor market.
Go on!
I followed her closely. Then suddenly, a car came very close to her. Some men jumped down from the car, bundled her, put her in the car and drove off. And before I could raise alarm, they took her away. Hey! I don't know who they are. Yes. Yes.
My princess!
Yes.
My princess! You're not telling me the truth. You are with Adese. I know it. Stop. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter, Your Highness? Where's Adese? Hey, Your Highness. Come to know his house. Call him for me. Right away. Your Highness. No. You cannot do this. I will not allow you. You cannot do this. You're not going anywhere. You have to provide my daughter. Right here, this minute. You have to provide Adese here. Egbo, you cannot go in here without bringing my daughter back. What am I now?
Is it true that Faani, Adese's photo is dead?
What? Who told you that?
It was Egbo that told me yesterday evening.
Egbo, how do you know about what you just said now?
It was my brother that told me that yesterday when the princess came back, she was rolling on the ground.
Hey!
When she heard the news, so...
Egbo, are you sure of what you're saying?
Yes!
And that the king... Hey! I'm not sure.
My dear, I don't believe this. How can Igwe kill his own son?
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean his own son? You people are getting me confused.
Hey, my dear. It was this same Egbo that told me that Faani is the Igwe's son. And that was the reason why he refused him to marry Adese.
Egbo, are you sure?
My ears are on the ground. So whatsoever that is going on in the palace, I have it all.
Am I no more in this village?
He asked how.
Egbo, how come you're the only one that hears almost all the news before another person in this village?
Oh, because my brother works at the palace. Chikom.
Hey!
Chimo!
Please, people should leave me out of this. Oh, I don't want to get myself into trouble. Please.
Which people? Only you have here. So do what else? Please don't put me into this, I beg.
Hey! How would you know? I beg. Wait for me now. Where are you going?
Igwe, you're my confidant in this village.
That one is not even in contention.
Darkness is trying to overwhelm my daylight.
But why are you talking like this? What is it?
It is no longer news that my daughter was Is it kidnapped or missing? Which one are we to believe? Missing. I know where she is. You're trying to tell me that you know of your daughter's whereabouts? I know her doctor. Then tell him to release her so that we'll have our peace. What for? Did she trespass on their land? Because I'm holding the son of Uwakwe. What? What did you just say? I said that I am holding a fine, the son of Egbo. Hey, God. Oh, that this has descended upon our town. My eyes have seen my ears. No. Let me pretend I did not hear you well. I mean, it is too early in the day to crack such joke. No. It's a long story. I called you in here this night so that we will discuss one-on-one, as they say, to my inside.
Say whatever you want to say and be fast about it, because I'm not ready for all these programs.
If I the son of Uwakwe. I kidnapped him in the hope that with time, our daughter will forget him. Unfortunately, Uwakwe retaliated and took our daughter too.
You are wicked! You are evil! Why didn't you tell me all this while? Why?
There are things one would find difficult to say. Somebody in my position. Oh God, this is not true. Look at you. Just look at you. Look at the way you destroyed the happiness of this family with your own bare hands. Look at you. See, you are the woman of the house. That's why I invited you. So that both of us will look at this and begin to see it as a common problem. Both of us solve it. The only thing you need to know now is that I give you 3 days to bring back my daughter. I'm sure you are all aware of what my family and I have been passing through in the hands of Egbo women. His son, Faani, insisted that he must marry my daughter, the princess. Of course, that would never be. I would never allow that. So in order to keep the princess's eyes off somehow, I had to take Faani into custody. Unfortunately, Egbo replied and kidnapped my daughter, the princess.
God forbid. This is an abomination. How could this happen? Who could be doing this?
That's exactly why I had to call all of us, so that we put heads together and find a way out.
Egbo, you should have told all this when it was starting. Not now that it has gone to a war level.
I am not a coward. I wanted to do this my way.
Egbo, listen. What we should be talking about now is solution. Finding solution. Egbo made a vow, and I stand by him. Thank God he did not allow them to get married. And I still insist that we should not allow them. Period. Our princess is in their custody already. And we want her back.
Our princess is in their custody. And their prince is in our custody. To like just like Egbo said. I think it's 50-50. After all, we have the biggest stake in the deal.
Yes. So, what do we do?
Egbo, whatever they do to our princess, we will do to their princess.
Of course.
So you mean we fold our arms until we hear the news of our princess' death?
She's not the first person to die. We have lost many souls because of this enmity. If she dies, we shall kill their prince too! You lie! You lie!
Adese must be released. And all of you right here must make sure that she comes back to me. She's all I have. Nobody steps out of this place until Adese comes back. Else, all of us will die here.
Because it has not got to that. It has not got to
Don't even try. Don't even try. Don't dare come near me. Don't try
You can't. Oh no.
Ifo solumu akube achara mema ifo mena nageme achara mema.
Please, I beg you in the name of all our gods, do not burn my clothes, and do not burn my crown. If you do, particularly this crown, then you know you've dethroned me.
You still stand here talking. I thought you have something of importance talking. Where is Adeze? Where is my daughter?
Alright. I'll produce that date. How about that?
When?
Before tomorrow.
You bring her before tomorrow?
Yes. I don't trust you.
I do not trust you one bit. I will burn this cloth.
My dear wife, I have given the word. The king, my word. I will bring her back tomorrow.
Let me tell you what will happen if you do not bring Adeze tomorrow. I will burn this entire palace. I will burn everything. Everything.
So you won't take my clothes in, eh? Where is that guard? Go to Noah's house. Ask him to see me. Also, enter Ikemba's house. Tell him I want to see him too.
Yes, Your Highness. But Your Highness, what if they refuse to come with me?
No, they will not refuse. But if they hesitate, assure them that there is nothing to fear.
Okay, Your Highness.
Go to Ono's house first. From there, Ono will follow you to Ikemba's house. And you will convince him to come. Okay? Better that way.
Yes, Your Highness.
How are you? Chuma, wait. Chuma. I heard there's a big war in the palace. Please, Ngozi, enough of all this palace talk. Biko, let us face what is facing us. What else is facing us in this village? Other than the disappearance of the princess. She just disappeared. So we, the young girls in this village, we have to gather ourselves together and fight this war. Don't you think so? My sister, you have a good heart, too. But if you should ask me, I will say, let's leave our Igwe to finish the Igwe of Akuke. What do you think?
What else did they say?
I heard from Egbo that Igwe Mpumi sent a message to see our Igwe. And I also heard from Ego. You know Ego now? The authentic information carrier in this village. Radio without battery, #1. My dear, she told me that their Igwe kidnapped our princess.
Are you sure what you're
and our own Igwe in return kidnapped their own prince.
Ngozi, are you sure what you're saying? Because it's quite complicated from what I heard.
Ijoma, take my own. Forget theirs. Have you forgotten that Ego's brother works in the palace? Whatever. My own is that I am gradually gathering all the village girls for a meeting, which to be held in due time. Is you? Okay, if you say so. Up on this village, we'll be waiting now to see where all these things will end. Okay, Nekodi, my mom is waiting for me. Okay, dear. Bye-bye. Omali Chango.
This village.
Now, what are we going to say?
We will tell him that we did not meet Ikemba at home. That's all. That we are asked to call an elder does not mean you will go and carry him.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
No.
Igwe.
Ikemba.
Igwe.
Are we making a mistake?
What kind of mistake?
How can it be said that Igwe Duma the First is going to be in captive in Akukwe village?
Igwe, I actually thought of it. We could have gone with some guards for protection.
That's right. So, what do we do? Turn back?
No. We'll proceed. Remember, you said you don't want anyone to know about this mission except myself and Ikemba. Igwe is a man of his words. He does not spit on the floor and go back to lick his spit on. It's not possible. So let's proceed.
Ikemba.
Igwe, I think he is right. Let's proceed.
Igwe, you have the heart of a lion.
What happened?
Igwe, I never knew we'll embark on a journey like this.
A lion does not attack its human prey at first sight. Let us go and know what Igwe Oduma has in stock for us. Since he refused to honor my invitation, let us go. Let's go. Where is the hawk going with his chicks? Igwe Oduma, I sent you an invitation, which you ignored. I then decided to come to the mountain because it is obvious that the mountain does not move from its place.
I have no words for a wicked, heartless, ruthless king who has killed his fellow men out of greed and envy. I also sent you word which you chose to ignore. Now, go into your palace to make a demand.
Two of a kind. Ignorance versus ignorance. We're heading to each other's palaces. And here we are, meeting on the road. I am all ears to your demand.
I have no time to stand on the road. I demand that you release my daughter, who you have in your custody, before the dawn tomorrow.
I should be the one demanding the release of my son, the heir apparent to awake the kingdom, and not your daughter, a man!
My princess, point of correction.
What is the difference, Iwadume? What is the difference? She is a mere woman who is not supposed to stay in her father's house. But you have my son, the heir apparent to a wicked kingdom.
Like I said, I demand that you release my daughter before tomorrow. Otherwise,
Igbo,
I am not a king with many words. I have until this evening to see my son. I have until this evening to see my son. Akuke Kingdom has until this evening to see its future Igwe. Ow! Iwadume! Ow!
Why do we fight each other when we should be living together? War is not the answer if we sit and talk it over. Everything will be okay when we live as one. We need peace in our hearts. We need peace in our land. Let there be peace. Let the fighting cease. We need peace in our hearts. We need peace in our land. Let there be peace. Let the fighting cease.
It was not an easy fight. Igbo is not a man who can turn it. He has decided to forget his son. And he's planning to give us a war at his own time.
Now that Prince Ifeanyi has been released, what will happen? When are we expecting our king back?
Just keep our fingers crossed.
don't think Adeze is still alive.
May the gods not allow that to happen. What will Lord do? Seeing her as the only child?
It was beyond our will. If he had told me, this crisis wouldn't have gotten to this extent. Confused.
But you said the two people agreed to release each other's child.
Is this said and done? Has principal not been released? What is still keeping Adeze? Even though he tricked us. He tricked us into releasing his son. And he is still holding Adeze, our princess. He's not a man. You will rub his one palm and he will allow you to do stuff.
That palace. Please, I don't want to lose you.
The princess is back! The princess is back!
My daughter.
What are you staring at?
Adeze, please, try and forgive. Forgive and forget all that has happened. It's all your father's fault. He caused it all. Please.
Point of correction. He's not my father. There is no way I will have such a man as my father. He is weak. He is selfish, over-ambitious. No, he's not my father. Yeah, he made it out so what? Because of his pride. His silly, egocentric pride. He kept such a secret from us for so damn long. And you tell me he's my father and so I should take it? No, it's not. And I am done. I'm going back to the States where I came from.
Adeze, if you leave me here and go back to the States, what do you expect of me? You want me here all alone? If you leave me here and go, be rest assured that you are coming back here to bury me. Is that a threat?
there's good news. What happened? Igwe Mpume and our own Igwe did trade by barter. And Adeze is back home. What are you saying? Adeze is back home. Oh.
My own Adeze?
Yes, so. But I heard she was stabbed on Jona's day.
Let me go and change so that we can quickly go and see her.
You know I can't go with you.
What do you mean you can't go with me?
Because of what happened the other day. You should try and understand.
No problem. Even if you don't want to go, let me go. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, bye.
I have reason to summon this meeting. It is about the decision that we have already taken. It is about the issue, the lingering issue between the community.
Igwe, I thought we are done with them already. And I heard that our princess Adeze has been released also. So what do we still need from them? Give us a choice.
Allow Igwe to finish what he said.
Igwe has finished. We just simply asked a question. If we are going to have a rethink on the decision we reached earlier over Akuke people, simple. Igwe, if you may ask my opinion, I would suggest we maintain the status quo ante. Let them be, and let us be. We will not cross over to Akuke. Akuke people will not cross over to Okwe. Simple.
Oh no, onye muta na awisi. It might be name.
Do you think that would be better?
Better. It is better. Even if you ask me in my dream, I will tell you it is better.
I don't think so. No. Oh no. Change is the only permanent thing in this life. Igwe, I think we should have a peace talk with them. Everybody here would bear witness to the fact that the princess, our daughter, has known no peace ever since Faani indicated interest in Marina. And we all know how our Igwe has been fighting like a wounded lion. But thanks be to the gods, Adeze would have been dead by now. So what are we talking?
Oh yeah, who told you that?
Are you in any way suggesting that if Faani and Adeze get married?
Thanks be to the gods for listening. That is exactly the point I am making. Igwe, what I am
saying. Shut up your mouth if you don't know what to say.
Are you asking me to shut up? Calm down. That is what. Calm down? Yes. How many times have you visited this palace?
Tell me how long now have you visited this palace? Oh no, son here is nowhere to be found as we speak right now. Just because of the same marriage issue. Yes. Oh no, we did not allow him to marry Mazi Dika's daughter from Akuke. And now the boy has absconded. So why should we allow our princess Adeze to marry from Akuke? Tell me why. I quite disagree with that.
Igwe, Udeye is insulting me and you have not said anything.
He is not insulting you.
Oh, that is what you have to say. No problem. No problem. Igwe, I am still saying, and I'm still maintaining that we should critically look into this matter with a view to reviewing it. That is the only way these two communities will ever have peace. Otherwise, yes, that is what I'm saying.
I have a question to ask. And the Igwe may be in a better position to answer me. No, go ahead. Igwe, did you in any way in agreement with Igwe over this peace negotiation? Or are you initiating it yourself?
peace or dialogue with the Igbo women. It is not called for. So, but I did not.
So let us allow things to be the way they were.
Igwe, if I may ask, what is your opinion on this matter? Because we all differ in our opinions.
Very important. So, this is my opinion. This is an issue that had earlier on been decided by this house. The law has to. I'm telling you here and now that after listening to everybody, in fact, we do not have enough reasons to review our stand on that. So as far as this meeting is concerned, and that is where the king stands.
I will walk out on you if you don't change the topic right now.
But why? I mean, why now? Why?